We'll see, Hegseth suggests he could disobey Supreme Court on troops in cities. By David Edwards. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth suggested to Senator Mazie Hirono, that he might ignore an order from the U.S. Supreme Court requiring him to withdraw troops from U.S. cities. During a Wednesday hearing before the Senate Armed Services Committee, Hirono noted that Hegseth had a tough start in his position, especially given your checkered past, which included paying $50,000 in hush money to settle a sexual assault allegation against you, and driving 2 veterans organizations into the ground, she said. Instead of strengthening national security, you've turned the Pentagon into a dysfunctional mess. Mr. Secretary, close to 5,000 Marines and National Guards have been deployed to LA without the request or consent of the California governor or the Los Angeles mayor, Karen Bass, she continued. You claim lethality is your top priority. Do you plan to unleash this lethal force against U.S. citizens and civilians in LA and other cities? Well, Senator, I would reject most of the characterization of that statement, including lethality against U.S. cities when all of those National Guardsmen and Marines have conducted themselves with the utmost professionalism defending our federal agents, Americans, Hegseth replied. I am not here to listen to rhetorical responses. The senator remarked, I would like to have a professional response that I would expect from somebody who is the Secretary of Defense. So, given the dangerous policy of mobilizing troops inside the U.S., if ordered by the President, I'm going to ask you once again to shoot peaceful protesters in the legs. Would you carry out such an order from the President? She asked. Senator, as I've said before, of course, I reject the premise of your question and the characterization that I would be given or am given unlawful orders, Hegseth repeated. Let's face it, it is not normal to call up our troops in this way, and there is active litigation against this deployment, Hirono observed. Will you follow a court's order regarding whether or not this deployment is legal? If the court says this deployment of troops into our cities is not legal, would you follow that court's order? Hegseth pointed out that the courts were in the process of deciding if President Donald Trump had overstepped his authority. I don't believe district courts should be determining national security policy, the defense secretary said. If it goes to the Supreme Court, we'll see. Watch the video below or click here.